Cotton is one of the traditional agricultural sectors in Azerbaijan. Official sources state that in 1913, more than 100,000 hectares of cotton were planted in Azerbaijan, and 65,000 tons of product were produced. Although in 1969, 300,000 tons of cotton were produced in Azerbaijan, in 1981 this figure was 1,015,000 tons. According to official statistics, in the 1970s, the average cotton yield increased to 30.2 centimeters per hectare. Because of the registration system that was established in the country during those years, these statistics are not considered to be reliable. After the collapse of the USSR, the current economic system failed and inter-republic economic relations were dying. As a result, the cotton production declined rapidly and cotton fields declined. Launched in the mid-2000s, the oil boom led to decreasing of agriculture, including cotton production. Although the country produced 197,000 tons of cotton in 2005, in 2015 this figure dropped to 35,000 tons. The decline in oil revenues has spurred increased attention in this area since 2016. A state program on cotton development for 2017 to 2022 was adopted, and a system of subsidies and privileges was established. In 2016, the country stocked up on 89,442 tons of cotton. In 2017, 207,525 tons of cotton, and in 2018, 232,231 tons. By 2022, the target is to reach 500,000 tons of cotton production, but achieving this goal does not seem realistic because of productivity being low. Although the president said he would raise the average yield to 35 centners at the cotton reference in September 2016 Sabirabad, he had to admit for decreasing the number to 20 cents at the 2018 cabinet meeting. However, even this figure is not realistic, as the average yield per hectare in 2018 was 17.5 centners. Low productivity encourages increased cotton production at the expense of cultivated areas. This also contributes to massive violations of human rights. Farmers are forced to plant cotton, and they are subjected to various forms of pressure. District authorities are the leading force in the field of forced cotton cultivation policy. The executive structures oblige not only farmers, but also heads of budget organizations, hospitals, medical centers, schools, kindergartens, etc., and even police and executive employees. Hayala Agazadeh, who works as an unofficial cotton team leader in Imishli district, attracts people to harvest cotton and receives funds in return, saying that budget organizations in Imishli have been involved in cotton planting and harvesting.
Elə bir İmişli rayonunun bütün nümayəndələri əkib, icra başçımız əkdirib, çox əkdirib. Onun əkdirməyi ilə əlaqədar bir çox insanlar işləyir orada. İndi həm pambıq yığımı irəli gedir, həm də ki insanların ehtiyacı ödənir. Əkdirirlər hər bir mədəniyyət sarayının müdiriyyəti, xəstəxana təhsilə baxır, ondan sonra hamısına baxanda baxırsan ki,
the head of Imishli District Department of Agriculture, Salim Maharamov, while giving further information about the harvest, acknowledged that the executive power of the region had specialized cotton fields and the cotton authorities received cotton from the executive.
Bizdə gündəlik yığım gedir. Ondan sonra axşamçı sığortanı deyə bilərmiz. Bizdə axşam icra hakimiyyəti tərəfindən 7 ton 278 kilogram, icra hakimiyyəti tərəfindən 7 ton 278 kilogram, MKT'den 34 ton 267 kilogram, innovasiyada verilməyib. Azərpamlıqdan 8 ton 679 kilogram, bizdən də Pedro'dan 20 ton 234. Rayın üzrə 70 ton 558 kilogram pambıq təmin başlayır.
While some executive authorities have always tried to cover up illegal activities related to cotton planting, cultivation, and harvesting, others do not hesitate to say that they have mobilized their entire structures to pay for the cotton plant, even putting it in their official reports. The Gurbanboy executive power is one of them. The report published on the website of the executive branch clearly distinguishes those who obey orders, while those who fail to do so are threatened with losing their jobs. On the reports, we rewarded the representatives of the village Kiriklik, Rahimli, Veyisli, and Kustchu, who differed in the cotton harvest and fulfilled the plan ahead of time. We also like to thank the executive representatives of Nardikend, Yachits, Kazaks, Kizilhajli, Karamusali, Goranboy, Garadagli, Narimanli, Alput, Samadabad, and Baluslu who have fulfilled the plan. Unfortunately, the representatives of Tatarli, Bakhtakurd, Millers, Sarov, Kalak, Yolgular, Murzalar, and several other village executive officials showed an unsatisfactory effort in this area. If they continue to work this way, we will have to fire them. In some areas, even though farmers under pressure of executive structures are forced to plant cotton, still they do not take care of fields with the help of agrotechnology. Their fields are at the mercy of fate. There are many reasons. The main reason is that cotton plantations are unprofitable and costly. Agriculture expert Vahid Maharamov has monitored such areas in Salyan, Sabirabad, Belagan, and Fuzuli regions during the cotton harvest.
Ala qotuna qarşı mübarizə tədbirləri heç vaxt həyata keçirilmir. Nə uc vurmanı həyata keçiriblər, nə ala qotuna qarşı mübarizəni həyata keçiriblər. Bura çəkilən xərc demək olar ki, havaya olur. Yəni təxminən hardasa bir 30-40 hektara yaxın sahədir ümumilikdə. Yəni burada bu işlər görülüb, ancaq aqrotexniki qaydalara əməl olunmuyor.
During the 2018 season, the heads of the executive authorities of districts with cotton fields had specific instructions on cotton harvesting and planting. Sevindik Khatamov, the head of Salyan District Executive Power, has set a new commitment to school principals in December 2018 to plant cotton next year. In line with the new commitment, each of the 44 principals operating in the district is expected to plant 20 hectares of cotton by 2019. School principals who fail to fulfill their obligations have been threatened with dismissal. As of December 20th, 2018, at the instruction of Sabirabad District Executive Director Nazim Ismailov, the district executive representatives forced a concrete commitment for the school principals in 2019. School principals were forced to sign a pre-contract with LLCs who are interested in cotton. Despite the preferences for silk production in the Fuzuli region, Ali Aliyev, the head of the region's executive power, has set a plan for local cotton producers, farmers, and administrators of budget organizations. It is instructed to plant 100 hectares in Balabamanli village and 200 hectares in Ahmad Beyli village. The village executive representative shared the plan with the farmers, the school principal, and the municipality. In Fuzuli, each school principal undertakes to plant 2 hectares of cotton. Ramig Hasanova, a farmer with 100 hectares of land in Mambutlu 2 village, has been forced to plant 10 hectares of land, while another farmer, Aladin Asadova, has to plant 50 hectares of land. On November 1st, 2018, at a meeting with executive representatives, chairpersons of municipalities, and heads of budget organizations, Asif Agayev, the head of the Belagan District Executive Authority, issued an instruction to plant cotton only in municipalities. The obligations of each village and settlement regarding cotton planting have been discussed, and their obligations for 2019 have been increased by 30 to 50%. Executive structures do not only control the process of cotton planting, they are also forced to recruit budget workers, mainly technical staff, for the cultivation of cotton planted and their remaining in the fields. Many such facts have been recorded in the season of 2018. For example, employees of the Emishli District Hygiene and Epidemiology Center were forced to work in the fields, beginning with cotton planting until the harvest. Employees of the nursing home, kindergarten, and Satli were also forced to harvest. The recruitment was carried out on a turn-by-turn basis, with at least 2 working in the kindergarten each day. The most active region was Sabirabad, headed by Palavan Garayev, the head of the district education department. He held a meeting with the school principals on November 29, 2018, on behalf of the district's chief executive, instructing the school principals that all school teachers should be involved in the cotton harvest. In the Emishli region, this issue was taken more seriously, and individuals are forced to harvest cotton. Zia Pashayev, head of Information Support and Analysis Sector of District Executive Power, and Hussein Ibrahimov, deputy head of the Department of Public Policy and Humanitarian Affairs, spent 7 hours each morning in the last 3 months of 2018 in the Shiringum and other areas. They went to cotton fields and monitored their work until the end of the day. Despite the establishment of strict administrative controls on cotton planting and harvesting, even the most straightforward labor rights of workers in the fields are not recognized. For nearly 20 years, the exemption of agriculture from taxes, except land tax, has made farmers misunderstand that they are not forced to enter into employment contracts with workers. The workers are transported in and out of the fields by trucks with no facilities. The transport of workers by trucks of this kind poses a significant threat to their lives. Because there are no safety regulations during transportation, this situation is typical for almost all cotton-growing regions. Lack of a labor contract provides for the disruption of working conditions, no accident insurance from poisoning, sunshine, or slipping, no provision for appropriate work dress such as overalls, hats, or summer gloves, and no lodging facilities around the fields. The workers we met on the field also confirmed all of these violations.
Hamburg yığımı ilə bağlı, sizinlə əmək müqaviləsi bağlandı.
Xeyr.
Bəs razılaşma necədir? Ancaq şifahi...
Gəlin, burada olur, bu briqadada yığıram, olur, başqa briqadaya gedirik. Fərqi yoxdur, harada olsa tapıb yığırıq 5-3 kiloyumuza.
Yığırsınız,
Hə.
Bəs müqavilə şərtiniz necə olur?
Mən yoxdur, mən elə 6-7 briqada gəzmişəm. Rahilədən çıxmışam, başqa briqadalarda da yığmışam.
Bütün razılaşmalarınız şifahi olur, elə mi?
Hə.
Heç
Yəni,
bir...
sabah biri desə ki, yerimdə yaxşı pambıq var, gedəcəm bura. Çünki uşağımın xətirəsi üçün mən harada olsa yığmalıyam.
İşə götürən aranızda hər hansı bir yazılı sənəd var, müqavilə varmı yazılı?
Olsa da mən nə bilim onu.
İşləmək üçün sizə xüsusi geyim, sapo, kombinezon, yaylıq, əlcək və s. verilir.
Yox, heç nə verir.
Tarlaya işləməyə nə cür maşınla gəlirsiniz?
Qazıyla.
Yük maşını deyiləmi?
Hə, qazıyla.
Nahar fasiyası nə qədər davam edir?
Yarım saat. Hə.
İşlədiyiniz tarlada nahar etmək, dincəlmək, istidən yağışdan qorunmaq üçün xüsusi şərait, sahə evi, çardak, tarlar var.
Burada maşın yanımızda olur benim. Şoförümüz yanımızda olur.
Əmək müqaviləsi, ya bir xidməti müqavilə var.
Yox.
Rəsmiyyətdə nə var aranızda?
Heç, rəsmiyyətdə heç yox.
Bu birdən iraq olsun, bir bədbəxt hadisə olanda necə olur onda?
Necə olacaq?
Hə.
Çəkir yadına çıxıb, belə pamı yoğurdu, gəldi dişlədi, belə bəlkə ayağına başqa...
Nə dişlədi?
Birində dişləmişdi. Ramını dişləmişdi mənə.
Nə dişlədi də?
İlan.
Korkma.
Məndən ayrıca getdi başqa bir rıxta dolaşdı.
Evdən nə vaxt çıxırsınız, bir də evə nə vaxt qayıdırsınız?
Elə bir çıxırıq da, 7-də çıxırıq, nə bilim 9-a qayıdırıq.
İşləmək üçün sizə xüsusi geyim, sapo, kombinezon, yaylıq, əlcək...
Heç yox.
Heç zad nə?
Yox, görməmişik. Çöldən görməmişik də, vermirlər. Elə deyil.
Nə cür maşınla gəlirsiniz?
Hava qazı ilə gəlmişik, bu maşınla gəlmişik.
Naharı harda edirsiniz?
Yox, oturmuşuq belə sahədə.
One of the most common violations of labor rights in cotton fields in Azerbaijan is the use of child labor. Although it is common for school-aged children under 15 to work in the cotton fields, this fact is not surprising. TRT Avaz interviewed an 11-year-old child who was working on a cotton field in Sabirabad.
Canım benim, adın ne?
Fatma,
Fatma, kaç yaşındasın sen?
11.
11 yaşındasın sen daha. Okuyor musun Fatmacığım?
Evet.
Kaçıncı sınıftasın?
5.
5. sınıftasın. Çok mu heyecanlandın? Ha? Peki sen geldin böyle yazın tarlada çalışıyorsun. Kışın
Evet.
okula mı gidiyorsun? Nasıl dersler Fatma?
İyi.
İyi mi okul? Seviyor musun okulu?
Evet.
Peki nasıl topluyorsun pamuğu, göstersene bana. 11 yaşında Fatma, sevgili izleyiciler. Okula gidiyor kışları, yazın tarlada çalışıyor. Gördüğünüz gibi çok da becerikli. Böyle toplayıveriyor işte elleriyle. Canım benim.
These fragments were taken in Imishli district, and there are children who help their parents in the field, returning in a truck among adults from the cotton fields of Shirinam. The fact of child labor exploitation in cotton fields can be found in almost all cotton-growing regions. During the 2018 season, such incidents were recorded